Hey there folks, and welcome back to the I Am CDB project. I'm your host CDB and you're not, and today I'm going to do a shaving video with products from some of my favorite people, not all of my favorite people, but some. The soap is going to be Emerald Moss by the shaving shop Peter Charkalis. Wonderful guy, wonderful soap. Scent is reminiscent of Irish moose, however you want to say that. The razor is going to be the Above the Tie Aluminum SE1. And for those of you who might not be into shaving, uses a blade like this, which is long and wide, and I'll show you how it goes in the razor. It's got some notches there, and it just simply lays in on those notches like so. And then when you screw it down, it locks it in. I really like this razor. It's light, but still works very well, and it ends up looking like that once you get the blade in. Let me wet the face and let's get going. Stay tuned. And all right, here we go with our Emerald Moss by the Shaving Shop. I think Peter is rebranding. I can't recall what he was going to call he had the Shaving Shop Club, and then he had the Shaving Shop. Maybe he's just going to go with the Shaving Shop. I can't recall. I apologize, Peter. But definitely go check out the Shaving Shop. There are good wares there that Peter commissions. And this is no exception. This is very nice. One of my favorites, in fact, and I'll be using the aftershave as well. As you can see, no problems on the lathering front. The brush is a brush that was sent by a friend, Tim Berger. Rudy Vay. Plisson knot. Very nice. And I forget this brush now because I grabbed for a lot of my others, but it's not because I don't like it, because I really do. I just forget sometimes about it, and I forget and leave it out of my favorites list, and I should not. All right, here we go with our SE1, and that's beautiful. Very nice. Soap is nice and slick, which is exactly what you want. And the blade in this is a Feather Professional blade. It is it's called an Artist Club style blade. That's what we call it, those of us who are sort of shaving hobbyists anyway. And as you can see, it gets quite a bit of real estate due to the width fairly quickly. But quick is not really the goal with this style of shaving. Taking your time and making sure you don't get irritation. Weepers, nicks, cuts is really the goal, and that you, of course, have a nice shave. And just like that, there is pass number 1. Stay tuned, we'll come back for pass 2. All right, and here we go, pass number 2. And by the way, if you are a head shaver, you're going to want to watch the head shave that will be following this video. I'll be using the head blade, and I've got some stuff they sent me either at the beginning of summer, right before I sort of took video hiatus or sabbatical, whatever you want to call it. Some stuff they sent me to give away to you folks. So if you're a head shaver and you're interested in head blade products, stay tuned for that. I actually let my hair grow an extra day just for the video. I never let it grow. In fact, I think this is the only time I've ever let it go one day. So I have a little more hair to work with for the video. Not much, because, you know, it's going bald as it was. So I just made the decision before nature or biology made it for me to execute some level of control over it, or exert some level of control over it, I should say. All right, here we go. Pass number 2. And pass number 2, we tend to go across the grain, which is this way, except for on my neck. And in my neck, the grain runs all different directions, so it's across pretty much any stroke I use that way. Speaking of Peter Charkalis, going back to Pete, wonderful guy. Finally got the chance to meet him when I visited the inspector for Nicola up in New Jersey, and what a wonderful guy he is. Chris Cullen showed up, and Dan Mastronardi, just wonderful guys. I really had a good time. And I like that sort of thing, which are just non-vendor driven meetups. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with sort of vendor driven meetups if you want that, but I don't. I like the friends that I like to meet the friends that I've met, and some are vendors, quite frankly, but I don't like a vendor-centric thing. I just want to talk, and if you want to talk about shaving, you can, but we talked about all sorts of other things as well, just as friends, and that's what I'm into anyway. All right, stay tuned. We'll come back for pass 3. All right, and here we go, pass number 3. And again, back to the visit. Those are guys that I've known for several years now. And we just had a wonderful time shooting the breeze. We talked about everything. This is an odd hobby, as many of you know, or those of you who might be watching who don't know anything about it. It's weird to have this as a hobby. We all, those of us who have it as a hobby, freely admit it, but you sort of fall into it. And then you, you get into it because you're looking for a better shave without all the irritation, and then you meet folks and realize there's some tremendous folks who participate, and next thing you know, you become good friends, and that is what has happened. So you come into it for shaving, and then you later down the road you realize you've just got a bunch of friends, and there's nothing wrong with ever picking up additional friends. It's a good thing. So I came initially for the shaving, stayed for the friends. That's sort of the way I look at it. And this has been a wonderful shave, I must say. No nicks, cuts, weepers, creepers. Fantastic. Great residual slickness with the soap, and the razor has done a good job. Again, this is aluminum, so it's lightweight. The stainless was a little bit heavy, but I still liked it. But I did choose to go with the aluminum, and I got rid of my stainless because I enjoyed this one so much. All right, and we will rinse the face and come back for the post. Stay tuned. All right, and here we are, back with the magic. Made by Witches, Thayer's Witch Hazel, which is great stuff. Serves as a toner, keeps the skin feeling good, protecting. If you have any little minor cuts, scrapes, weepers, creepers, what have you. Of course, I use it here every day. The aftershave is going to be Emerald Moss, which is, again, a wonderful aftershave. From the Shave Shop, or Shaving Shop, I can't remember. I'm not great with names sometimes. I think it's Shaving Shop. Oh, that smells great. It's described, or excuse me, it's named like it smells, Emerald Moss. Not that moss sometimes has a darker sort of moldy scent. It definitely doesn't smell like mold, but it just reminds you of moss, let's put it that way. The green, rather, not necessarily moss. And that picture there sort of does the job. All right, thanks everybody once again for watching. Again, for those of you who are into head shaving, you're going to want to watch the next video that's coming. I got some stuff from Headblade to give away. I'll be using the Headblade razor, which you see here. So you'll get a look at that, along with the head slick. So stay tuned for that. Or come and see that video, I should say. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, let's help the entire world shave great once again.